we've been practicing all week, and I'm an educator, so I do believe that in order to get them the confidence that they need to step out, you gotta start small. And so I'm gonna let her reintroduce me because she's been practicing. I want to give her this opportunity. And I'll give you a little background. Normally when I speak, my sister, who is her mom, sings before I start, and we no longer have her, so this is kind of a piece of my heart that I appreciate, and I'm glad that she took the honor. So I'm going to let her introduce me. I hope you guys congratulate her and support her so that she'll know that this is just a part of what you do.
Good morning, my name is Kalani, and today I'm going to introduce my TT. Her name is Kanisha Adams, and she is the owner of the Lonnie Lounge. And thank you.
Alright, thank you. So I am the owner of the Learning Lounge, and I'm going to be honest, I'm honored to be here. I love speaking about education, and so when I was asked to talk about the work that I do, he pretty much said encourage the youth. And so when I got here, I said, well, what am I really supposed to do? And so I'm just going to encourage the youth. And it took me a while to find some words, but late last night I was up really trying to figure out what I wanted to say. So I'm going to start by what I begin with. I often get asked how old I am because a lot of people tell me that I'm little, kind of petite, that I don't look my age. And this is the remark I've decided to say. Dynamites come in small packages. That has always been my response. So today, to the youth and to the young people, I'm going to tell you that dynamites come in small packages. You have what it takes to blow some things up. It doesn't take God as long to perfect some things. And I was one of those things he spent less time on. No, but honestly, I'm truly honored and I'm privileged to be here, and I won't be up here for a long time, but just a little time. And I'm going to tell you a story because I'm an educator, I'm an author, and most importantly, I like to read stories, but I like to tell stories. We live in a time where everything seems so big. Big problems, big feelings, big responsibilities. And sometimes we think we're too small to make a difference. But God didn't make you small. He made you specific. Here's a story. The little hummingbird and a great fire. Once upon a time, a great fire broke out in the forest. Flames rose high, smoke filled the sky. All the animals were afraid. The elephant saw the fire and said, listen, I'm too big for all this. I can't be overheating. The lion said, somebody call somebody else. This is above my pay grade. The zebra said, I can't be out here sweating. It's hot. I got these stripes cleaned last night. Everybody had commentary. Everybody had complaints. But one little hummingbird said, I can't do everything, but I can do something. So she grabbed one drop of water, one drop. The children and all the kids and all the animals were like, you don't know what you're doing. Baby, what is that supposed to do? This is a big fire. She said, I'm just doing my part. And she kept going, one drop at a time, again and again and again. And slowly, the fire began to shrink. So my first note to encourage you is big problems don't mean you give up. Do not despise small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see the work begin. I remember when I first opened my school. It was a little old building. We had about 4 kids. My niece was my first one. And I said, well, you know, Lord, I know you told me to do this back in 2021, but my sister and I were supposed to do this together. And we don't have a lot of kids here in Pine Bluff that want to come after school. So what is it really that you want me to do? I remember calling my dad one night. I said, I think I want to open a school. He said, well, if you're going to do it, you do it big. So I said, well, I ain't got a lot of big money. I got a big problem, and I ain't got a lot of big kids that want to come. He said, well, I'm going to tell you this. If you're going to do it, you do it big. So I remember thinking back last night, the animals looked at the fire and thought, this is too much. I can't do anything. The elephants ran, the lions ran, the zebras ran. What are we going to do? This fire is too big. But that one tiny hummingbird, that one little educator did not run. She said, I can't do everything, but I can do something. Oftentimes we forget that even our little can be a lot. When a lot of little things happen, it truly makes a big impact. Homework sometimes that feels impossible. Cleaning that room when it looks like a tornado rolled through it. Trying to handle work and family drama. You know, you ever walk into a room and you just look at a mess and be like, nah, I'm about to get out. All it takes is one pickup, one photo at a time. And that's what the hummingbird does. The hummingbird teaches us to start small, one piece at a time, one day at a time. Think about it like this. When you are eating at a restaurant and the pasta is bland, what do? Add a little salt and pepper. When your feet are tired from a long break, what you do? Take a little break. When you are trying to get from point A to point B, what you do? Put a little gas in your tank. All it takes is a little bit. When the problems seem to be big, what do? Have a little talk with Jesus. It'll make it all right. I remember again when I set out to start the school, I literally had little money, a little building, and a little vision. But I had a little faith, and that's all it takes. I didn't realize that just a little bit I had, God was going to multiply and maximize it. Big problems take a little faith. We have to quit telling our God about our problems and truly tell our problems about our God. Because he's a lot bigger than we give him credit for sometimes. So, I remember trying to think about how I was going to do this work, which brings me to this next point. Positive thoughts help us try. We got to watch our mouth. For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. So I remember when I first started, I sat down and I was listening to what people were saying about me starting a school. Had I decided to quit when I realized that there hasn't been a black-owned private school in Pine Bluff ever. I didn't have a mentor. Had I decided to quit when people said that Pine Bluff was the fastest shrinking city in the country. Had I quit when people said the kids in our community did not want to learn, they were too bad, and I wouldn't be able to share with you about my school if I would have quit when I heard everything that people had to say. Your thoughts become your words, and your words become your actions, and your actions become your character. The type of person you are is based on what comes out of your mouth. So it is so important to watch your mouth. We have to watch what we speak over ourselves. Even young people, my niece, I took her to school every morning when she was starting kindergarten. And if you ask her today, what is the affirmation we said every morning before we got out the car? I am beautiful, I am smart, I am marvelous. Today will be a great day. Because your words have power. And you hear me, kids, when I say this. You have what it takes to blow some stuff up. But you have to say it first. You were created to shine. You have to speak it over yourself and say it until you feel it. I believe it, I feel it, and then you live it. Remember that there were nights where I felt empty. While I was grieving, I was empty. I lost my only sister. I was empty. I knew I had to call people who could pour into me what I was missing. And then I began to pour it back into myself. There is power in your words. There are things that you are saying right now at your age of 6 that are planting seeds of prosperity or planting seeds of pain. Watch your mouth. Parents, you too. Watch what you're saying about your kids. Stop calling our kids lazy and bad. Our kids are not lazy and bad. They may be misguided and misunderstood, but we got to watch our mouths. It is so important to watch your mouth. All right, sorry, I take that one to heart. And then finally, little actions create big change. Do not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time, we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. We are not responsible for saving the whole world by ourselves. We are responsible, though, for doing our parts. One smile at a time can change somebody's mood. One hug can heal a broken heart. One apology can heal a broken relationship. One act of patience can prevent an argument from beginning. And one prayer can calm a storm that's happening on the inside. The hummingbird didn't save the forest in one trip. It took many small drops. Some of us think, if I can't fix everything, I'm not going to fix nothing. No, baby, fix something. Start somewhere. Fold a shirt, wash a dish, say a kind word, pray a prayer. Just start. Don't try to be clean your whole life in one afternoon. And for me, I couldn't try to save all with my little money, but I had to start somewhere. And now we are the first privately owned, black-owned private school in the city of Pine. We have to start somewhere. We don't have to be the biggest. We don't even have to have all the money, be the loudest. We can be small and petite, just like me. God works through the small things. God works through the quiet things. God works through you. Do your part. Think good thoughts, speak kind words, show small kindness. And God takes what is small and makes something beautiful out of it. You got what it takes to blow some stuff up. Tick, tick, boom.